Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, Joey Sly set to kick off. It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So excellent starting field position here for the Chargers. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 5 catches, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chiefs.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Chiefs nothing.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
By Derwin James.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Mahomes going to throw. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Flushed out right. He may try and... Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this down to the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you won't have a chance to win this game.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get that complete to Reed. That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like this.
He's got it, it's Williams. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. This is swung out to Eckler. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, Herbert. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chargers. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's certainly.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Now incomplete. 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Austin Eckler.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the 3rd quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on 3rd down? Let's find out. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Herbert. This will be clean about the 5. And And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Once more, here's Eckler. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took... And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
That drive, they really increased their cushion. It felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to...
That's caught inside the 20, and he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory.
It's a pickup.
Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 66 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Casey Hayward on the coverage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. More from L.A. in a moment. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to
Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left. And no good.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. Don't like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
That's into the hands of Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Put
it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Now it's SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Number 10, Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. And here's Edwards-Helaire. They'll try and run it here. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brought down at the 26. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. To throw is Mahomes, sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 8-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Mahomes to throw. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
And here's Edwards-Helaire.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a
goes for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. A good-looking return set up here.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Chargers 17.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Chiefs, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.